Hi everyone, welcome to your Kongston Lab. In this short video, we're going to demonstrate how to use it to probe the serial clock pin on an I2C project that I've made in the past. This device, we'll just assume we don't know what it is, but we do think it uses I2C protocol. So first, we need a shared ground. Now, usually you would solder a ground rail from your ground pin to your device's ground, but since we're not going to do that for now, the power bank shared ground is perfectly sufficient. Okay, now that we have the device powered up, you can see its behavior. It's cycling through a couple of things. It appears to use a sensor that is I2C, so is the display. First, we're actually going to go and verify that the SD card on the Kongston Lab is mounted, because we will be taking pictures with it. So, sometimes if you get a bug, you do have to reset. However, you can see that the auto exec script has run, and we are in here with the 4GB card present. Now we can go back to the main screen and let's prepare our lab setup. First, we want a little measuring tool for the oscilloscope app. Now, while this does work on its own with a ground wire, I would suggest one more improvement. However, I'll show you the basic option for now. I'm going to open the scope app and then hit run scope. And then we're going to adjust our time so that we are a little more zoomed in. This scale is perfectly sufficient. Now, you can see that it's picking up all the interference in the room, but if we go ahead and zoom out so that you can see our device, we'll just prop this up on something. Here's our device. Okay, so it is still a little bit interfering, but now we can grab this, and if we touch it to the SCL, that is if this doesn't come out. If it does come out, just put it back in. Touch it to the SCL pin, and you can immediately see the I2C clock signals shown on the oscilloscope. This is using the internal pull-up resistors of the Arduino. Now we can pause it. Try to pause at a point where the line is near the edge of a screen. That means these will be accurate, while this one is kind of chopped off. So now what you can do, we're done with the measuring. We're going to save this by taking a screenshot of it. Now up here, the progress bar will show the progress of writing our screenshot to the SD card. So now that it's successfully written, you can hit OK, move on to our next step. So before we go to the computer, we should go to Settings, Storage, and eject the SD card. Now, you can do whatever you want with this image, whether you have the knowledge that you can just view it on the oscilloscope and know exactly what's going on, or feed it to maybe a large language model or anything. You have the image right here, and we can view it on our computer just by plugging it in. Plugging it into our computer here gives us access to the drive, where scope 3, or whichever one is the most recent, will be the file that we want. This file is simply just a bitmap screenshot of our waveform. You may do what you wish with this, but we're going to try to send it to a large language model. You can pick your favorite. Now I'm going to just give it a prompt. Okay, I've actually moved it to a new one. Okay, so based on this image, what protocol clock SCL line does it look like? Now, the labels on the oscilloscope for time aren't necessarily accurate. Both the graph may be off. Just use intuition. Now, it's not guaranteed that it'll get this right first try, but we'll see if it does. Okay, so I did get this correct. It is I2C, and it'll tell you exactly why. Now, if you know why already, if you already know why, then I guess it could be kind of obvious, but This type of system helps people who don't know why. I guess you can know why. So yeah, that's about it. I just wanted to show you this, how to use the Kongston Lab for full debugging. This is another capture of mine. It's not as clean as the third one. This one, I use a separate pull-up resistor, but it still did that, while this one over here, you get nice smooth peaks up and down. Yeah. Alright, that's it. Thanks everyone for watching. Let me know what you guys thought of the Kongston Lab project. And yeah, see you guys in the next video.